Warning: the following video that you're about to watch is owned by 1mikie19 and is intended for mature audiences only. And even though my videos cover animation, it is told from an adult's perspective and may contain foul language. If this video is uploaded on another YouTube channel, any video, whether it be a small clip or any of my reviews, it will be flagged down by me if I see it without my permission. Thank you. You may now enjoy the show. Hey guys, 1mikie19 here, and today I'm going to be going over Nickelodeon's live-action reboot of The Fairly OddParents, entitled The Fairly OddParents, Fairly Odder, now streaming on Paramount+. I was a big fan of The Fairly OddParents growing up. I used to watch this show every day after school when I was a little kid, back in the early 2000s, and I loved it as much as anyone else. The animation was beautiful, the characters are likable, especially Timmy and his godparents, Cosmo and Wanda. The humor is witty and funny at the same time, and the storylines for the first 6 seasons are creative. Even the voice acting for the characters is pretty solid and entertained me throughout the show. Some of my favorite episodes include Christmas Every Day, Information Super Highway, The Secret Origin of Denzel Crocker, Abracatastrophe, The Big Superhero Wish, Channel Chasers, School's Out the Musical, Fairy Idol, Wishology, and Timmy's Secret Wish. The episodes in seasons 7 through 9 were a bit hit or miss. There were some pretty good ones and some really bad ones. Season 10 is a very bad season. There aren't any good ones, they were all bad. The 10th season of The Fairly OddParents is the most jump-in-the-shark season of a TV show and also one of the worst. But it has the introduction to the absolute worst character in animation history, Chloe Carmichael. She don't just came out of nowhere, but she also has the worst development ever. Her personality is she's perfect and that's it. And she is just a reuse of another Fairly OddParents character that I forgot his name. But the big difference is that we were meant to hate that character because he was perfect. But with Chloe on the other hand, we are meant to like her. From the premiere episode onward, the show only gets worse. The animation quality takes a nosedive as they move to Flash, and the characters move too fluidly. The plot somehow gets stupider, and Chloe, she just makes the whole experience unbearable. Don't watch this season. Just trust me, you won't like the last season at all. But let's get to the topic of today's video. The Fairly OddParents, Fairly Odder. When I saw the trailer for this, I was shocked, as who wanted this cartoon to be revived, especially after its last 2 seasons proved it's past its prime, and especially as a live-action sitcom. Seeing the show, it's not as bad as I thought it would be, but it's not good either. Set years after the cartoon, Timmy Turner is headed to college, but decides not to take his fairies with him. Thankfully, with his cousin Vivian, Viv for short, moving back into Dimsdale, decides to allow her to have them, even going as far as to get a permission scroll from Jorgen von Strangle. Now, with the fairies help Viv, as well as her stepbrother Roy, navigate life in Dimsdale. This continuation of the story was a laugh and a half, and I mean that. I laughed out loud, several times. There's something about the show following the same style of the old show, but being in real life with cartoon fairies that makes everything so much more humorous. The writing in the show is top notch, especially because they continue running jokes over various episodes. I love that they put in animation effects for the fairies in various parts of the wish making. It was so much fun to watch Cosmo and Wanda become pillows or animated lamps. Yes, there were a few times that the animation style failed, but I found it was only when it wasn't Cosmo or Wanda that was being animated, and they break out into musical numbers, which was absolutely amazing. This new show is developed by Chris Nowak, known for his work on Henry Danger and Danger Force, and he brought along his team from those two shows to work with him, such as Mike Karen, Sam Martin, who also wrote songs for this show just like in Henry Danger the Musical and several Danger Force episodes, and Sam Becker. And let me tell you, they did an amazing job. This show almost has the same vibe as Henry Danger and Danger Force, as it has some comedic dramatic feels to this new show, just like in Henry Danger and Danger Force. However, as I said, it is still far from perfect. The live action sitcom format is a bit iffy and some of the jokes are hit or miss. However, I suggest not taking my word for it or any other people who are posting positive or negative reviews without explaining the series in general with an open mind and coming up with your own opinion. But overall, I really enjoyed it, and I'm hoping for a second season since the first season ended on a cliffhanger, which I won't spoil. But anyways, what did you think of the Fairly OddParents Fairly Odder? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Let me know in the comments. Until next time, I'm 1mikie19, and I'm signing out.
She's a from afar and he's a local star. Now they're